Good morning. Welcome to Keep Moving with the Senior Center. I'm Amy Beck, the Director of Senior Services and the Director at the Senior Center. And while many of you know that the doors of the Senior Center are not open yet to the public, sorry, we're working on that, trying every day to bring some more things back. We are still here for you, and we're here to help you if you have problems or questions that we can help and give you the answers to. We are slowly bringing back some programs next month in September that we can do out on the back patio. It is a very gradual, slow process. We've been working with the health department to make this happen. But in the meantime, we have a lot of virtual programs, as you've heard, that you can take part of, from exercise classes. We have some information sessions, and we also have a French class. So, if these things interest you and you want to try to take part in them, give the Senior Center a call. The number is 508-497-9730, and we'd be happy to help you get involved. Until then, keep an eye on our newsletter, our Facebook page, and the website, and there's lots of information there for you. But this is a live show, and so we'd love to hear from you, and we have a great guest with us today. But to join us, if you have a question, want to ask our guest, or to talk to us, the number is 508-435-7887. So this morning we're very lucky to have Cheryl Ann Walsh from Project Just Because. Good morning, Cheryl Ann.
Good morning.
It's great to have you. I know this is a little bit of change of pace from what you're doing every day. And for those in our audience who may not know much about Project Just Because, could you give us a little bit of information?
Sure. We're a charity here in Hopkinton. We're located at 109 South Street, and we do basic needs. We host the Hopkinton Food Pantry for our community, and we host a gluten-free pantry and also a statewide pantry. So food is a very large element of our helping services. We do clothing and year-round needs, like basic needs for people. So we just do a lot of programs for kids and grandkids, and it's just a really easy service. You just come in, and we have a new system since the pandemic happened. You could come in during our hours, 9:30 to 3:30, and just walk in and receive food, no contact. We have delivery service for anyone in Hopkinton, and we get them a list and what they need. And it can be weekly, where they get it delivered directly on their doorstep, no contact. And we have a lot of programs. Kids have gone back to school, whether it be remote or hybrid or whatever element they're in, with the list from the Hopkinton school system. So we have that going on. And as the weather turns, we're going to head into the colder months. So we keep the family warm. So if someone needs like warm blankets or sheets, and clothing's year round for children and adults and seniors. And then we have special things. Seniors have grandkids, and they have special occasions like birthdays or holidays. And so we just provide them items for their grandkids or their own children year round.
I think that's a really neat. We talked about this a couple of years ago, because sometimes grandparents are stuck with the decision of, do I get my medication? Do I buy food for myself? But I really want to get a birthday or a Christmas present or some other occasion gift for my grandchild. And so they can actually utilize you for that.
Totally. I'll give you an example. A grandmother here in town has 4 grandchildren. She lives just on Social Security, and she does the very best she can. But her medications, a lot of people say, oh, everything's always covered by insurance, but it's not. And so she has like 8 medications every month she has to take. And that takes a chunk out of her living expenses, and she adores her grandchildren. So every time they have a birthday, she heads us up, and she gets to know like what's the newest thing, and we try and do an age appropriate gift for her. And we let her do the wrapping, and then she's able to give it, and it provides something special do the same thing around the holiday. At the holiday, we can actually get a list, which is a sponsored child list. So she gives us a little something, and someone actually goes and sponsors the child. Then we give her wrapping paper, and she gets to just feel really special. So anybody in Hopkins can do that to make those special year round. And that's just one special program.
Which is great because no one should have to choose between, doing something for their grandchildren or for a family member and taking care
Well,
of themselves.
we also have baking goods. There's some beautiful seniors who cook so much better than I do, I can tell you. They do a little pinch of this, a little pinch of that. So we have baking goods anytime, all year long. So we could, if they can come pick it up, or someone can pick it up for them, or we can drop it off at the doorstep. They can bake a cake if they wanted to, or something special. And we've had them do that too.
So let me ask you, how I know we talked about they can come in and right now there's a lot less contact. So how would someone who wanted or needed to take advantage of the services that you have get in touch with you?
Okay, all they have to do is there's two different ways to do it. One, if they can't come in or don't feel comfortable coming in, someone can come in for them and they receive whatever they need. If it's food, let's just say, for example, they need food weekly. They just walk in the front door. We have a shield that's all no contact, and they receive a list of everything we have in that day. And I don't think a lot of people realize we're full service now. So it's like dairy, there's meat, we have produce delivered, fruits and veggies every single week. We have bakery, we have frozen dry goods, we have paper goods, cleaning supplies, even pet food. So we're full service. So all they have to do is check off everything they want that week. And if they can't come in, that person coming for them can just check off everything they need. And the person, let's just say they were coming in. They go to the side door. It's like drive through McDonald's. It's like, you give us a list and then it comes on our side of the shield and the people fill it, the wonderful volunteers fill it. And then at the side door, we put it outside and the person puts it in the car. Same thing if it's delivered. We get exactly what they need and it goes to their doorstep. They don't have to have any contact at all. And it's all private. The people who deliver receive an address and it's just so that they could have anything they need. I literally had a senior have one of their sons helping them just a couple weeks ago. And because of the pandemic, a lot of people's families are in different situations with childcare and jobs, and he couldn't help her anymore. And she needed just a gallon of milk, and she's not able to drive or get out. So now she's on a weekly with us so that she tells us what she needs and it just comes to her doorstep by one of our wonderful volunteers who drop it off. So any one of our programs can do that for any senior year round. I mean, as the weather gets colder, maybe they need a new coat and they can't get to the store. Um, we can do that for them also. And warm sheets, warm blankets, just all kinds of programs we have for them, clothing, all seasons.
What I think is amazing is how you've grown. I know in even the last several years, you guys have expanded. Before you didn't have the refrigerators, and then you got the refrigerators, you'd moved your location. I mean, a lot of things have happened.
Yeah, we have 11,000 square foot warehouse now. And when we first moved in, I'm like, we have so much extra space. But if you ask the beautiful staff, the girls would be like, there's no room. And we feel like every inch of the warehouse is being put to the best use we can because if we get donations and we get items people need, we can give more to families in need.
Which
So we made a lot of use out of it.
So, which leads me to the other question. I know a lot of people have asked, how can they help? What can they do? How can people help at this point with Project Just Because?
Well, we love financial donations. We have online PayPal. You can write us a check. We also love Amazon e-gift cards. I was not very computer savvy. I'm still not, but boy, I shop online. And it's really hard when we run out of things. We can go right online and order from like Amazon, Walmart, Target. Like within a day or two, it's right at our doorsteps and something someone needs that we run out of. It's a real quick turnaround, whether it be financial donation on PayPal, a check, or one of the major stores. And it's very helpful to us because then it's not just them dropping off donations. It's exactly what we need when we need it. And it's been a tremendous help during these a little bit tougher times with the pandemic.
Well, I know we've certainly sent people your way and worked with seniors who might need assistance and help them because sometimes, there's that reticence to go and accept help, but it's okay. And that's the important thing. I mean, that's why Project Just Because exists, just to
Right.
make sure, because we all have a moment where sometimes we just need that little extra bit. And
But
that's
we want people to know if you don't feel comfortable coming, it's okay too. We don't want that. We want no barriers. If they don't feel comfortable coming for whatever reason, they can just call us or contact us, and whatever their needs are, if we have it, we can have it dropped off. We would rather see just connect the dots and then have us receive those items. Outreach workers, different people who know people who are in need can come to us, and there's no questions asked. It's like you're helping someone and they bring it directly to them, and that's fine too. We
and it's
just want to make sure if someone's out there and they need help, that there isn't any stopping them from getting it, and that we want them to know that privacy is so valuable to us. But we would rather them see that they receive the things they need than be shy and not come to us.
right. And that's the important thing. I think, one of my concerns is people are worried that everyone's going to know if they've been there, but
Yeah.
but you guys take great care to make sure that that information's out. And I know that our outreach workers, when they refer someone or they help someone through Project Just Because, that information's not given out. And
Right.
so
And they
no one
should
knows your
know
business.
this. Yeah, if let's just say you walked in today and you were helping a senior from Hopkinton, um, on your sheet of paper, with the volunteers filling that bag. Let's just say it was the food pantry. It did not have the name. It does not have the address. It has everything the person wants, but it doesn't have any personal information. It just said they need food. Here's the items they need. They pack the bags, and if it's a delivery or you're waiting for them, it goes right out the side door. For the delivery person, of course, they need the address, but that's it. There's nothing going anywhere to anybody. So even the volunteer packing that bag does not know who they are.
Which is great. And with the holidays coming up, besides the gifts, do you do anything with Thanksgiving or anything
Yes,
like that?
we have a Thanksgiving program. And if anybody is listening today and needs Thanksgiving, all they have to do is let us know a phone call, an email, and we provide, like each year, we look at what we can provide, but we've normally in the past provided a fresh turkey. And then we have as many fixings as we can get to go with it. And it's the week of Thanksgiving, so it's nice and fresh. Like if we receive frozen turkeys in on a Monday, then it would be plenty of time for them to defrost it and then have all the fixings so they can plan that we're okay to have it. And we put the program out like the very beginning of November so that anyone's in need. And some people wait till the last minute. They're like, I think my budget can provide. Thanksgiving's very expensive. And sometimes that's the time they want to get together with their grandkids. And I don't want anyone to worry about that. We can provide those things for them. And sometimes they have recipes. Um, there was a beautiful senior who had something with marshmallows on top and all these different things. And we made sure she got everything she needed to make that special dish for her family. Because that's important, the tradition.
And that's the thing. I mean, I think the important thing that people realize is that the senior center is here so that seniors can continue to live in their homes for as long as they want to. And programs like Project Just Because and other services that we can help provide at the senior center gives people that opportunity to stay where in their home to do those things, and that you just help out just that little bit.
Well, not only that, I sometimes seniors don't also know that, like, let's just say they need a new fresh set of towels, things that you and I just sort of maybe go in our bathroom and, oh, we got to go off and get them. Sometimes the seniors aren't as mobile and able to get things to provide for their home. And we want them to feel that they can ask us for those things too, like a new fresh set of sheets for their bed, a new comforter. Sometimes our pillows become like, I don't know, they're nice and fluffy when you get them. And then later on, they're like pancakes. So, like, just to keep their health okay and that, their bedding is fresh, and maybe that fresh bar of soap in the guest room or something, like little things you might not think about. We have cleaning supplies. We have all kinds of things that sometimes isn't that day to day thinking. Sometimes in the kitchen, you know, that little extra set of dishes you might need, or that bowl, or something's broken. We provide housewares too,
Well,
just
that's
like the,
great.
yeah, just to help.
No, and I appreciate that. I think so many people we're very fortunate in Hopkinton to have so many services that are available to us, and Project Just Because, and I know you do things around the state as well, but we're very lucky in Hopkinton to have you here to help us. And so, thank you for all that you do. It's been amazing to see, and I get calls from you every now and then saying, "Hey, we've got a great new program." And we pass it along to our outreach and share it on the internet, just so that people know what's there. So the long and short of it is, you don't need to do without. Project Just Because is there to help, whether it's food, whether it's gifts, whether it's household items. And don't forget that they will help you get those gifts for your grandkids if for some reason you're unable to do it. So
And
give.
also something seniors don't ask for. And when they do, I think they feel a little bit more refreshed. Maybe they don't go to the store. They really worry about their families all the time. They're very caring, but sometimes they don't say, they're like, oh, this sweater's okay. And they're just, and sometimes sweaters get a little bit like out of sorts, they get a little worn out. And it's like, that senior deserves to have a nice new sweater too, or maybe a warm, fuzzy sweater if it's cold. So we have senior clothing year round for all seasons. If this is something they might need that they can't get to the store.
Well, I know with the nights getting a little cooler, having those new slippers and bathrobes are really nice to have. So don't forget that you can ask for those too, because
Yeah.
I know people who have volunteered at Project Just Because, and it's great to be a part of it on that end as well. And I know a number of seniors have helped there, and a lot of students have helped over the years. And I'm just so grateful that your organization is there for people and for
Well, your
anyone.
daughter could come on and do her own show. Your
Well, I
daughter.
wasn't going to mention her name. I know there are plenty who do
No,
that,
but
but
I want you to know, here's someone who started with us, spent years with us, even does it around even during her summer. And without the beautiful volunteers like her and beautiful people come in every day, to help us, that's how we continue to function. So the volunteers is a very big part of why we're able to continue to do so many people's, needs.
and the nice thing is you guys did not shut down during this time that we're dealing with COVID, that you've actually expanded your services and your opportunities and options for people. And so thank you. I know that everyone who has gone there is so grateful and appreciative of what you've been able to do, and so quickly, and turn things around. So it's been amazing what you guys have done.
Well, we're all a team and we just all work together. We're grateful for what you guys do at the senior center and all the support. Our community is just beautiful. I'm just happy to be part of it.
Great. Well, Cheryl Ann, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming on and being a part of it. And I'm going to throw something out to you because we started something a couple weeks ago. We had a question of the week, and we didn't really get it out there. I mentioned it on the show, but the question is, and I'm going to put you on the spot here,
Oh,
is
great. I
what would
hope I
you
can
do?
answer it.
And maybe that's unfair. You probably have a million answers for this one. But what would you do if you had unlimited money and only 1 hour to spend it?
Unlimited money and 1 hour to spend it. I would probably go to the grocery store and fill up our pantries. I mean, I seriously, we're always out of something. And it would be so nice to be not have that list every day. Oh, we're out of this. And it would really make me feel good because then the people coming in, if it's not in the bag, it's because we don't have it on the shelf.
Right.
So
Well,
that would make me have such a happy day.
I think that's great. I think that's great. And that leads one more question for you. You do have wish lists published someplace, right? On Amazon and stuff like
Have
that. So,
Amazon wish lists on our website. We have an Amazon wish list for each of our programs, the pantries, right now, school supplies and different things for people. And like I said, Amazon gift cards are huge for us, or financial donations. It lets us get exactly what we need when we're out of it. And it comes right to us. It's been invaluable service, especially in the past 6 months.
and I have to throw this out there because I know the scouts always have done their food for scouting, and this year I don't know if that's going to be able to happen because of
We don't
COVID.
know either. And
And
we lost the stamp out hunger, the whole town stamp out hunger where everyone at the post office, was getting a bag. We lost that in May because they had said they were going to reschedule. They haven't yet rescheduled. That was back in May, and that's a hard hit when we only have 2 town-wide drives for food. Stamp out hunger in May, and then the wonderful scouts in November. And so far this year, we haven't had any drives. So by the town, like town wide.
right, so if you know of people who want to contribute, hit the website. There's lots of opportunities to give.
And
So
thank you for that. We're all a team. And we're here if anyone needs us.
great. Well, Cheryl Ann, thanks so much. I appreciate you taking the time and coming on. And then I'll leave this with you. What the question that I would come up with this week. So I'm going to really put you on the spot, and you can think about it and come back next week and give us a call and say, I got an idea. Is what was your favorite toy growing up? And I don't know if I can answer that off the spot. That's going to require some thinking. So I'm going to hit someone else up with that one. So she'll have to be thinking really hard and fast.
Okay. Thank you so much for having me on.
Thanks,
Good
Cheryl
care.
Ann.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. So right now we're really lucky. Actually, Lisa's come back in. Good morning, Lisa. Oh, you're muted. So good morning, Lisa. How are you? Oh, you're still muted. I can't unmute you. You got to do that yourself. Well, while we're waiting for Lisa, I'm going to suggest this question again as to what was your favorite toy growing up? And so maybe Lisa's
I
got an
thought I was
answer for that
frozen,
one.
but I was muted.
Oh,
Sorry. It's usually that I'm frozen.
well, we're glad you're not frozen, and we're glad you're here. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
So I know Lisa loves to say hello to
I'm
everybody,
doing well, thank you.
and we've been seeing a ton of people coming in this week, more and more because they've been voting at the senior center. So we've been able to wave at a few people as they, come through our front door. But as I was saying earlier in the show, we're hoping to start bringing back a few more things out on our back patio really slowly, obviously with the health department's regulations and the state's regulations as to how we can do this. But Lisa, you've been doing your walks for the last month.
Yes, yep, they've been going well. It's just so nice to actually be with people and get out there and move and see some familiar faces, and it's making some people happy just to get out and converse with people while we're getting some exercise as well.
Which is kind of why we say keep moving and keep moving with the senior center. And even though we're not moving in the building, we are moving. So keep it moving. So, and we will continue those walks into the fall. It's all weather contingent. So we don't want people, if it's raining, we're not going to necessarily, or really cold. That's a different situation. But for now, we're still able to get out there and do those.
Yeah, so Monday mornings at 9 o'clock. If you're interested, even if you want to call first thing Monday morning and leave a message. If I'm not here, I'll get it as soon as I come in. If you're interested in joining that day, just give me a call.
Which is great. We're really lucky to be doing that again. And, like I said, we've on our website, on our newsletter, we're trying to add more and more things. And I don't know if you have anyone in there this morning that wanted to say hi or say good morning to us. We have just a couple more minutes left here if they're right there, but if not, that's fine.
Let me just take a look. And also, just to, I don't know if I should be saying this, we just got these in. So the Hilltoppers will be a little bit late probably, but we're going to be working on those today to get them out and mailed.
Yeah, today is for the staff at the senior center. It's all hands on deck to like push, fold, and stuff envelopes.
Folding and stuffing, absolutely. So hold on, let me just take a walk around and see if there's anybody to say.
Okay, we really only have a couple minutes, so it's just a quick chance. And while you're walking, if you can think of your favorite toy for next week, we're hoping to have our favorite toy. Or do you know it?
I actually thought of something as soon as you said it, and this is very strange, but I always loved playing with my brother's matchboxes.
Oh yeah, those were the best. And when I think about how inexpensive they were, but at the time it seemed so expensive.
Yes, I know. Well, Judy's here. She'll give
good.
a quick hello.
I'm just going to give a quick hello.
Good morning, Judy.
Good morning. We're
Great to see you.
letter and get it out as soon as possible. So hopefully by the end of the day we can get this done. Anyway, hello to everyone, and we miss everybody terribly. So
We do, and thank you, Judy. I know I know I'll be out there in about 2 minutes trying to help fold and stuff. So we'll be moving along with that.
I'll just see if what's cooking today. How's that?
That's a quick one.
hey Zara, what do we have cooking today? Today we are doing spinach and haddock.
Spinach and haddock today.
Quarantine, haddock quarantine in the fancy word.
So haddock Florentine is being prepared today.
Excellent. Well, that is great. And I know those who are taking advantage of our meals, that's the other thing that we have going on. People to remember, we still have some 4 days a week that if you are interested, give us a call and we'll put you on that list. And we have updated the menu. So the newsletter won't reflect our updated menu for September. But if you have any questions, I'll try to get that on the internet and see if we can put it out there as well. But call in and Lisa or someone else can give you an idea of what we have. But again, 4 days a week, Tuesday through Friday, we have meals. So we hope you take advantage of those.
And Amy, I'm just checking, since the newsletter might not get there quite on the 1st, is the 1st on Tuesday the first day for the patio exercise?
Yes, so thank you for reminding me. On Tuesday, Dr. Bin, September 1st, will be coming in at 9 o'clock. We will have the stretch class out on the patio, but please know that we have a very small number of people who can participate, so it won't be the full class that we're used to. So please give the Senior Center a call and we can help you let you know whether you can sign up for it. So give us a call at 508-497-9730 if you are interested. And definitely, we'd love to see you. We're really excited to start having some things out on our back patio. I will say if the weather's bad, give us a call. We'll let you know whether we're going to go forward because it has to be outside. So I know we're running down to the last couple minutes. And so I just wanted to say, thank you for joining us today. Lisa, thank you for coming on. We were glad we had Cheryl Ann and, we want you to remember to keep moving and to stay safe. So keep moving with the Senior Center here and online.
Thanks, Amy.